What do you call this place? Matankuyadhan, Yucatan? This ancient writer's account is clearly biased and unrealistic. He's the only source we have. Historians of ancient history. The Portuguese delegate, on his way to claim all of Africa at the Berlin Conference. When at any point of history, he says he owns land. Today I will go fishing in the North Sea. Clueless. Would you look at that? The Russian Baltic Fleet. What are they doing all the way out here? 1907 Dogger Bank incident. History nerds will turn 40 and then base their personality on one of these. I control the Silk Road. Nobody gets spices and linen but through me. Anyway lads, I build this big ass boat, we can use it to sail around this jackbutt. They don't know I'm Emperor of the Romans. Real historical Saint Nicholas. English Father Christmas. Dutch Sinterklaas. Odin. Consumerism. American Santa Claus. How modern Americans imagine it would go meeting someone from ancient Rome. Holy crap, you live in the most powerful, culturally influential, wealthiest empire I've ever seen. Clearly your era is superior to mine. Yes. How it would actually go. Holy crap, you live in the most powerful, culturally influential, wealthiest empire I've ever seen. Clearly your era is superior to mine. Wait, what? Captain of the USS Johnston. Johnston get hit 3 times by Yamato. Continues to direct fire and fight on the burning ship. Goes down with his ship. Becomes the first Native American to revive the Medal of Honor. Pixar accidentally deleting 90% of Toy Story 2. Some animator who has backups on her home computer. Joseph Stalin. Santa Claus. Has iconic facial hair. Overweight. Is fond of the color red. Comes from a very cold place. Keeps lists of people's names. Invades the privacy of millions. I'm a Praetorian Guard. I'm a Roman Emperor. Cool. I will protect you until someone else pays me more. After that it gets difficult. I used to be a large empire, but then after a bad war and a lot of colonial unrest I lost almost all of it. It'll happen to you. James French on his way to drop one of the coolest last words ever. Threats of excommunication. That one Jewish guy. Normal Italian soldiers. No, your slave just escaped, you should be angry. If manes can live without Diogenes, why not Diogenes without manes? Impressive. Very nice. Let's see when the current era is considered to begin. St. Petersburg, Petrograd, Leningrad. Tibet just minding its own damn business. China. American, has an opinion. Other Americans, wouldn't that make you a communist? The rest of 6,700 Greeks. 300 Spartans. History buffs when they get asked a question about history that isn't World War II tank names or directly related the military. Promise Palestine to Arabs. Promise Palestine to Zionists. The British Empire during World War I. Greeks. Original mythology. Romans. Thomas Jefferson trying to negotiate the Louisiana Purchase from the French in 1803. I have $3. The last snip of the 100,000 French troops being evacuated from Dunkirk. The first ship of those 100,000 French troops being repatriated straight back to France. The world powers waiting to officiate the armistice until 11 AM on 11th of 11th. Just because it sounded cool, letting thousands die in the morning leading up to it. We did it, Patrick. We ended war forever. When a teacher is discussing about history related topics, but you have already watched history of the entire world, I guess on YouTube. Chinese emperors when the function has liquid mercury. Irish Republicans thinking about the best idea for a present for the upcoming visit of Margaret Thatcher. A bomb. George Washington after the US became a two-party system. Make peace with the USA. England invades Ireland for not being Catholic enough 1169. England invades Ireland for being too Catholic 1649. Hold on, this whole operation was your idea. Teddy Roosevelt watching his son storm Utah Beach wielding nothing but a pistol and a walking cane. That's my boy. Never ask a woman her age, a man, his salary, or Nike. Why did the 1993 Nike decades became so popular in 1997? Germany breaks half of the Versailles Pact, making a great army and taking back Austria. England, it is acceptable. George Orwell, Cold War, politicians, journalists, and historians for decades to come. Let me get this straight, you think that slavery is morally evil? I do, and I'm tired of pretending it's not. The Fourth Crusade, Constantinople, Jerusalem. Robespierre as a judge opposing the death sentence, the Reign of Terror. Athens, Sparta, Macedonia, Rome. World War I pilot without any weapons, enemy pilot also without any weapons. The Japanese army about to crush the last of the Korean army so they can invade China, Admiral Yi. French revolutionaries the second they got to power. We were good, but now we are bad. I'm going to Jerusalem on a holiday. I'm going to Jerusalem on a business trip. I'm going to Jerusalem for, or thing. Causal Christians. Merry Christmas. Massachusetts Bay colonists. Whosoever shall be found feasting, shall pay for every such offense 5 shillings, as a fine to the country. Tell me a hard truth, I'm ready to hear. The Holy Roman Empire might be weird, but still was unfathomably more based than whatever Mussolini was doing. HRE haters. Our people are now buying your blue jeans and eating your Pizza Hut. I worry the rest of the world will also succumb to the influence of your culture. Mikhail Gorbachev. Socrates to the 501 judges in the court of Athens. Your boos mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer. An entire squadron of Neapolitan cavalry, Italian General Giuseppe Garibaldi and his aide-de-camp, armed only with a saber and a revolver. Who are you? We fought for our independence from you. Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down? POV you're an American patrol. France 1944. Catholic Church in 1095. I will assemble an army to take back the Holy Land. Catholic Church in 1517. Martin Luther bullies me. When your French girlfriend tells you to treat her like a queen. Invent fries. Give it to the Americans to get it more known. Your soldiers speak French. Your soldiers speak French and now Americans think they are eating French fries. Isn't incredible that Romans were able to conquer the whole Mediterranean? They just had superior strategies and leadership. What strategy are you going to use to defeat Hannibal? Vero. Strategy. I have 77,000 Roman soldiers and the favor of Jupiter by my side. I don't need a strategy. Early history according to modern society. Early history according to Proto-Indo-Europeans. Ancient Rome haters, when they realize it wasn't a brutal imperialist slave state, but was actually just guys with cool armor and big marble buildings. I get it now. 30,000 Americans fleeing to Canada to avoid fighting in Vietnam. 30,000 Canadians going to the US to fight in Vietnam. Stop sending people to kill me. We've already captured 5 of them. 1 of them with a bomb and another with a rifle. If you don't stop sending killers, I'll send 1 to Moscow, and I won't have to send a second. Historians in the past. Yeah, there was a battle somewhere near that guy's house, and the king shot lightning I think. Historians now. No, they had 27,291 grenades on 14th of October, not 27,290. The war to end all wars, when the Second World War walks in. Marie Antoinette in movies. Let them eat cake. Marie Antoinette in reality. Funds home for unwed mothers, and buys grain for those in need. Also decadent like most monarchs. Come to the trenches, we have silly string. Party wagons. Fun puzzles. Spicy air. Receives the order to launch a nuclear missile on an American ship during the Cuban Missile Crisis. Refuses. Probably saved the world. Doesn't elaborate further. Leaves. Did you invent the microwave oven? Yes. What did it cost? My chocolate bar. Oh hey babe. Triples the national debt. Roman soldiers, renounce God or we will kill you in the most gruesome way we can think of. Early Christian martyrs, yeah. And when Russia decided to go to war with Japan in 1904, you fell victim to one of the classic blunders, the most famous of which is never get involved in a land war in Asia. Wellington beating Napoleon at Waterloo, Napoleon leaving all his money to Wellington's assassinator. Nikola Tesla's life be like, burn through savings on a project fail or is stolen. Burn through savings on a project fail or is stolen. Burn through savings on a project. Switzerland neutrality memes. Switzerland's entire history before the 1900s. We have to judge their actions in the context of the time period. My brother in Christ contemporary sources were critical of them. China, who lost a war to birds. America, who lost a war to Vietnamese rice farmers. Australia, who lost a war to both. William the Conqueror in 1087 be like. The Egyptians who died while building the pyramids. People who believed that aliens built the pyramids. The first time you look into the past of companies created before the 1940s, why the F are so many of them war profiteers? Early Cold War focus and mentality, Asia, Europe. Imagine being a poor Swedish militiaman and getting clapped by RMF dressed like this. Oh boy, I sure do love being a zoo animal in Japanese Empire in 1943. Hey look, one of the caretakers came by to bring me food. Wait, why are you pointing that gun at me? Einstein, I want to divorce my wife. Judge, I see. Einstein, and I will give her the entire Nobel Prize money when I win. Judge, you mean if you win? Einstein, did I stutter? The Confederacy starting one of the most destructive wars in human history over a completely antiquated system of agricultural production. I see poisoners and assassins. I see you Mithridates alone. And a lot of poison. Jesus, that's a lot of poison. Carnivore dinosaurs. Herbivore dinosaurs. A space rock. Saint Nicholas when he sees a heretic. Prime Minister of Mongolia. Strengthened the Mongolian economy. Refused to kill Mongolia's Buddhist clergies. Confronted Stalin during public meetings. Slapped him in the face. Saturnalia. Yule. Christmas.